Hey there, welcome to Izzo's place. You might have saw the short where these are not the same height, and I started putting stuff on them, and I realized that my brain was going to be upset if they weren't even. So what I'm going to do, like the bigger sections are actually an inch bigger than some of the other ones, and I don't want to lose that space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure them all as they are now. I'm going to take them apart and then decide what order to put things in. And they even interlock. I'll show you after I get them reorganized. They interlock. I can screw them to the studs, make sure that nothing ever falls. For what they are, they're a neat little shelf. So I just want to, even though eventually I'll build something nicer here to hold the tools, I need this to be nice for now until I get a chance. I mean, it might not be till next year till I have time to actually build the tool shelf / bourbon holding shelves that I want to put here. Gotta have the bourbon involved. All right, so enjoy the time lapse and I'll explain what I did after I'm done. Okay, here just a little update. You can see how different the various legs are. So if you're the kind of person that is obsessing, or if you're like me, you bought multiple ones and you want them to look even at the end, guess you got to check the holes before you start slamming stuff together. Okay, so here's what we did. I went through and I put the longer ones there and the shorter ones here, here, and here. Okay, just a little tour, and these shelves are temporary. This is just to get me through this construction project, and then down the road I can build shelving that I want to build for these. Anyway, so those are all empty. I only need toolboxes like that if I'm going to another job site. Right now I'm not. There's a bike rack for the Honda. I have to finish that video one of these days. So vacuum radio. Tried to put like all my drills and routers there, so kind of like the spinny tools. Nailers down here. Mostly cutting stuff on these two shelves, although there is a heat gun there. Belt sander. Got a floodlight and a leaf blower, another small light. These have got some of my tiling tools and drywall tools. So this shelf here is kind of like accessories. Hand tools in there, charged batteries, nails for the nailers, battery charging station, you've seen that before. And if you haven't, please check out the short on the channel. And one of my viewers mentioned that they actually, I think they lost their barn, or at least part of their barn, because their battery chargers caught on fire. So this is something you turn off every night. And I've got that running from an extension cord for now from the garage. Which even that, you know, the extension cords always add a risk to everything. So this is all various drilling things. Bits, drill bits, hole saw. Oh, actually, I gotta bring out my hole saw still. Mostly anything involving drilling and screwing. That's for putting cabinet hardware on, so that's what that socket set. And that is clamps if I need to move a pane of glass or need to move a large tile. So one of my viewers, Captain Kirk, he has some two-tone ones, and he said that these being the single color, that they look a lot classier. So just something to think about. He says the two-tone make it look a little cheap. Then another recent comment based on the short where I was starting to put these together, asking about the durability. Are my tools going to make it crack? And part of that is just going to be remembering not to be a monster when I set things down. Just set things nice, set them in their place, and these should last a long time. And they don't have to last a long time. Down the road, they'll be holding other things besides my tools, because I'm going to make a crazy tool/bourbon center here. I'm still researching that. I know my bourbon really shouldn't get too hot, so I gotta figure that out. Anyway, so that's the tour of the temporary shelves. I feel a little bit better. My tools are in one location, so hopefully I'll spend less time looking for stuff and more time working. And speaking of working, please work safely. If you're drinking whiskey, please drink responsibly. Do everything with a little bit of whimsy, and you're gonna have a good time. I'll see you next time you're hanging out at Izzo's place.